Hello and welcome back to another video with JTS. Today we have the joys of working on a Ford Transit long wheelbase, or hey. The vehicle's coming to us with an overheating problem and we have conducted a few tests. One of the tests being combustion leak detector fluid. So this is a simple test we carry out on the expansion system, or the water system, sorry. This fluid starts off as a dark bluish colour. The way it works is, if this fluid turns into a yellow / turquoise kind of colour, it basically indicates that CO2 gases are travelling through the head gasket and into the coolant system, which upon this vehicle, that has happened. Here she is. What a beauty. So the front end are off, bumper, bonnet, crash bar, radiator, boost pipes. What we got? EGR cooler, headlights, filters, belts, already disassembled into the operating area. So, yeah, all prepped and ready to go. The head gasket, in fact, is still in place because we are having a few problems. So, injectors 1, 2, 3 and 4, as you can see, cylinder 2 and cylinder 4 are still in. Any guesses why? Yeah, because they're seized. So we've got 2 out on the bench already, which we were lucky enough to get out. However, these 2 injectors are seized in solid. So typical Transit. We are now awaiting a diesel injector specialist to remove these injectors. Hopefully they come straight out. If not, it's going to want replacement injectors. Once these injectors are out, with a bit of luck, we can get the rocker cover off and then into the head bolts to remove the head. So yes, all underway. The wet belt as well is going to be changed. So we've got locking pins in the 2 cams at the top. We've got one of the wet belts still in place here. The sump has to be removed to change this belt. It's just for the oil pump. So we're getting a kit from Ford. So you basically get new timing cover kit, which is this down here, 1-time use only. Full wet belt kit, new crank bolt, new seals, new drive belts, silicone, all genuine from Ford. Oil filter, genuine oil. Water pump. Once we have managed to get this head off alongside the injectors, we're going to send the head off to a company called South Sony Engineering. They're going to get the head tested, pressure test, and obviously a reface or skim, just to conduct that everything in the head is okay. Obviously, if we don't get it tested and there's a crack in the head, we can reassemble it all and it could still be losing CO2, which could cause the same problem. Just to point out before I get too carried away, or if you get too carried away with stripping your engine down, if you've got a Ford Transit like this, be mindful, just because that the fluid has turned into a turquoise / greeny colour to indicate head gasket, doesn't always mean it's the head gasket. So there's a simple test you can carry out on the EGR cooler. So there is a potential that gases are coming through the EGR and through to the cooler, to the water system. So there is a test you can do prior to stripping down the engine and getting carried away. If you join the EGR cooler pipe to the other pipe on the other side, can't quite show you now because a bit of a mess at the minute. You can basically bypass the EGR cooler, which will mean if exhaust gases are coming through and leaking into the water system, that will no longer happen because you bypass the cooler. So connect both EGR cooler pipes together as a simple test, then carry out the head gasket test. If the fluid then doesn't change from dark blue, you know that the EGR cooler is at fault, and quite obviously it's a much simpler job. If you own a Transit which you probably do, because otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video, unless you just love watching me, I don't know. My best advice is never ever skimp out on not replacing the wet belt. Reason being, they have a very, 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 very high tendency to break up and fail, which basically causes engine failure. As you can see, this wet belt that we've removed, you can zoom in, you can see it's starting to crack and perish. Yes, the kit is expensive from Ford, so you get a full kit with the cover down there. It's a one-time use cover because they're made out of cheap crap. They bend and they don't reseal. So you get cover, wet belt kit with the oil pump belt as well. You get water pump, genuine oils and filters, crank bulb, seals, all the sealant. I think it retails around 600 plus VAT, but do not skimp out on it. Reason being, if you do refit the old belt, guaranteed at some point in the near future, it's going to break up, deteriorate like they all do. The parts of the belt are going to end up in the sump. The sump is going to pick up all the bits and bobs from the belt that's worn down, block the oil feed, and then you're going to have another major problem. So yeah, that's my best bit of advice. Other than that, also in that price you do get the cylinder head gasket, which, I mean, it's not worth skimping out and buying something aftermarket. Yes, aftermarket parts might do the job, but we don't want to be doing this job more than once. As you can see, it's quite a labour intensive job. Air conditioning rad still in place, so that way it keeps all the aircon gas in the system. As you can see, this belt is still in place. Reason being is the sump has to be removed to gain access to get that belt off. You've got two guides. Well, you can't really see them because they're covered in oil. You've got two guides down there. This belt then drives the oil pump. But yeah, like I said, to gain access, you need to get the sump off, which would mean, well, this jack's got to come out of the way for one. But yeah, as soon as we've got the engine supported in a different way, we're going to remove the sump to gain access to get that belt changed. We're going to give it a good wipe down. We're going to get all the oil out from the sump and any bits that it might have picked up. So yes, we're going to get the cylinder head off, we're going to get it resurfaced and then pressure tested, and I will shove this onto a time lapse and we'll go through some more bits and bobs on reassembly. We have a lot more tips and tricks if you guys want to give us a message or leave a comment down below. So we're happy to help. Like I said, it's not a how-to video, but any questions you've got, if you're doing this job at home, if you want any guidance, we've got all the talks and the specs and everything you need to know. So just give us a comment, like, share, subscribe. You know the drill. So would you say the condition of that injector will be okay to reuse?
This one will be okay, yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't lots of pressure, so.
Marvellous, mate. Yeah, so we tried to kind of slide hammer it off.
Yeah. So I would say chase it with the
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thread's damaged.
Yeah.
So we could probably refred that one, couldn't we?
Yeah, you can do that. You can.
Yeah,
this is,
cool.
This is 12 by 1.5.
Yeah. Job for you, Ashley. So that's 3 then.
Cool. Okay, let's pray. You never know, do you?
It's a mini press, huh?
Yeah. There you go.
So this one will be fine as well.
Straight out. Lifesaver you are, mate.
It's I think it's funny when they split in half.
Any jobs going? This looks like a nice car.
Honestly,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it doesn't.
This is like
one, yes.
This is like for demonstration purposes. This one, isn't it?
this one, yes.
This is the YouTube one, isn't it? When
That's
it comes out straight away.
Yeah,
isn't
so
it? You know,
first you remove, you put it back in, and then you show how.
Funny enough, this clip is going to be on YouTube.
That's all right. Yeah.
It's like a demonstration. We've had them out before, and he's just trying out his new kit.
The thing is, it gets funny when they break in half because they've got, you know, they break over here. Where the cup is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on this one is here. Breaks over here because the thread just gives up.
Well, so they snap here.
Yeah, they snap here, and then you try to remove all that, and this is nightmare to remove. But then
How do you remove it then? Do you have to drill it?
yeah, so well, they call it drilling, but it's not drilling really. So I've got my way to remove this. So I remove all the internals, then the cap is left. Then I've got correct size of tap to go in there. I tap it, and then I pull it out with the puller. However, sometimes they don't, and then I have to drill all the way to the copper washer.
So that's all 4 injectors out. All we've got to do is change the copper seals on the bottom of each injector, just so they seat correctly. Obviously that now allows us to remove the rocker. So we just need to get to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cylinder head bolts, and no damage to the rocker. So happy days.
Fucking hell, look at that.
They're quite crusty, isn't it?
Crusty, mate.
Try that one.
Very crusty, mate. By the looks of it, there's some plugs and shit at the back in them.
Glow plug wires. Say it again.
It's like my fucking college when I had to send Mark Webb a load of photos. Someone did a head and I just came in and lifted it off. Got a photo and sent it out.
Dear me.
No, I'm qualified. My last job.
Well, so you literally you lifted it up and you got a photo, that was it?
Yeah, and there's like, as I was going along, then it was on the bench and I got the straight edge.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
It was because it was a Mariva and you just cranked it and it was spurting out of the water. It's like,
Yeah.
Air gasket's gone there. And he was like, oh yeah, alright, crack on then. I was like, oh fuck, I don't want to do that. Oh, you got. Oh yeah, that's cool. Just come straight off.
Can't get to the fucking. Oh,
That head looks pretty choked up in there.
Wait. It's the fucking temperature.
I got it.
Come on.
Well, that grinding now.
Yeah, that's what I hope. Shit.
I reckon they're going to charge us for another hot wash, aren't they?
Fucking hell, yeah. Hot bath, this one.
Yeah. Well, we could use our pots washer now, can't we?
Ready?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Just on the bench.
All these water jackets are coated up. So would you say all these water jackets here are all like crispy, they're all clogged, aren't they?
Yeah.
Where would you say the head gasket's gone then?
Sometimes it's hard to tell, but yeah, look at that.
It's like fucking up.
Yeah.
Nothing visible though, is it? Like in terms of cracks or anything.
Sometimes you can see it clearly. Sometimes
There's a hole
it's-
there, isn't
yeah, that's fucked. Probably there.
That's all like crusty antifreeze.
Nice.
Yeah, look, it's scraped all around the back as well.
Yeah.
Must have been done before.
Definitely been off.
Yeah. Must have been off a long time ago though, because they wouldn't block up that quick, would they?
No. Things that that's just going to go straight into wherever and come back up on it. It's not a lot you can do about it though, is there?
Nah. So these valves can stay in then, can't they? Because they're flush, wouldn't you say?
I think he's gonna get them off.
Yeah.
Probably.
Because the ones on the Peugeot, they were like sticking out.
Yeah. Fucks.
Give it a nice bubble bath as a split.
Fuck it. Look, that one's not. There's nothing left on that one. Look.
It's just the shield though, isn't it?
Yep.
Nice.
I'll just get the manifold out and then take that valve out, and then I can give it a clean.
Yeah. Yeah, if we
That's
wash
all
it, I reckon that.
Do we have any brushes left?
There's light scratches all over the surface here. You see them all? Probably better in that light in there. But yeah, that looks like someone's been in there before with a block, like a block of wood with sandpaper around it, and they've just refaced it by hand, like DIY job. That would suggest to me that this head needs to be refaced professionally, which is where we're taking it now. Obviously the company doing the job are going to tell us exactly what the matter is, whether it's warped, whether it's cracked, whether someone's done, well, visually it looks like someone's done a bad job and they've just took it off, they've slapped a gasket in there and hope for the best. I mean, yes, it can work, but in this case CO2 gases are bypassing that gasket, and looking at these kind of scratches all along, just you can't trust it. So obviously we'll give you an update as soon as it's done and we'll let you know what the problem was. But yeah, looking to me visually, it's a bad DIY job, which is a shame. Right, all pressure tested, it's been refaced, everything's good. It's had a hot wash, so as you can see, all the water jackets and outlets and air all been cleaned, so it all look brand new. All the valves have been removed, not replaced, but they've been removed in order to skim it. Yeah, so the company's done a good job, everything's perfect. They did say to us that this old gasket, where you can see it's worn, the protective layer, the blue part, has actually rubbed away here and here, and just there as well. So after a long time of this being sat down on the head, it's basically caused an indentation, around here and here on all cylinders, and on the machine that's picked up as an imperfection. So it was definitely, they basically told us it definitely needed the reface. Like I said earlier, it's not worth risking not doing it. So yeah, happy days, we're ready for that. That's all ready to be bolted back on. In the process, we did manage to snap a water pipe. So I'll just turn it around. See this little pipe here? So it just goes in the corner there. So it's quite easy to just kind of knock it or bang it. So I'm gonna put a little bit of white grease on there. And that's another part we ordered from Ford, along with inlet manifold seal, which doesn't come in the kit, so this is extra. And also the exhaust manifold gasket. So the old one's fine, but I just don't really want to risk not replacing it. So yeah, everything's ready to go. There's a sealant. That is a water pump seal. That's the wet belt. Nuts and bolts. Tensioner. crank bolt, and then we've got head bolts in there. So yeah, all laid out, ready to go. This is the new head gasket. As you can see, it's got all like brand new. Well, it's brand new from Ford. But yeah, this is my point. This is the protective layer. So when this is bolted down, it's not metal to metal. Whereas you can see this one, like I've shown you, it's all worn away, and that's what can cause the imperfection in the head, causing it to need a reface. So yeah, everything's underway, ready to go. We've got the new seals in here for the injectors as well. So I got them from Euro Car Parts. So not everything's got to come from Ford. So you can save costs on certain parts. But obviously most important parts, better from the dealer. But all the holes are cleaned out, aren't they?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Got it all on video as well.
Yeah. If it goes bang, we've got the proof.
Exactly. Okay, that was crazy.
So it's 15, 25, 40, the 90 times 4.
Fucking hell, it went soft for a bit there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Don't break your back, mate.
No, I won't.
Need you in tomorrow.
Fucking hell. He's gone soft again. A little bit.
Push! So you're following a sequence then as well?
Yeah.
Did you say you've had some snap before?
Never.
Never?
Never.
No. Can happen though, can't it?
It can happen, yeah. But I've never had it before. Especially using U-bolts as well.
Yeah. It's one of them jobs, isn't it? No matter how many times you do it, you're still worried, aren't you?
Yeah, of course. Because you know you're fucked in if it snaps.
Okay, so now we've got the head bolted down, everything else back on. Mr. Raf is just checking the timing is all good. He's turning the engine over 2 revolutions to make sure the wet belt is all in time, and then locking the pins back in just to be 100% sure before the timing cover goes on.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Why?
Bye.
What have you got?
I don't remember.
What do you mean you don't remember?
I don't remember.
You don't remember what?
If I tighten the fucking tensioner.
Quite important, Raf.
I know. I know. What the?
Mr. Raf, our technician, he's had a long day, bless him. So yeah, he did forget to tighten the tensioner. He was right, he'd done the right thing. He remembered, took the timing cover back off. Even though it's a one-time use, he carefully peeled it back off, re-siliconed it back up, bolted it back on. Everything's good, so happy days. Most of the engine's back together now, so just finishing touches, front end back on, and we're pretty much good to go.